What up, y'all? Is Ben here, and I'm excited to dive into these decks because I just feel like Pokemon Pocket has been so much fun, but it can be a little scary if you're feeling like I'm behind on packs, on cards to keep up with the top decks, which we all know are Pikachu, Mewtwo, and Charizard EX. With a new PvP event coming up where you have to kind of like win 5 in a row to get like the max emblem award, definitely check out these decks that you can be playing right now as free to play so you can compete in the meta. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Before we get into everything, just quickly want to say that only about 2% of you who are watching right now are subscribed. So if you're new here, just know that we have a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And so I definitely need your help to get there. So if you enjoy this content, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell button so that way you do not miss out on the daily content that's on this channel. All right, without further ado, let's just get back into it. Our first mon tier that you can definitely play is featuring a Dragonite. Dragonite is a beast of a mon. It is a stage 2 mon, but it's 160 HP, but it also just deals 200 damage right across the board. It does 50 damage 4 times. It can stack them on one Pokemon, or it can spread around however many there is. The name of the game, however, though, is like it does take 2 energy to turn it online, but there are definitely ways, even free to play, that you can get this Dragonite going. And one of those ways is pairing it up with Kangaskhan. So the idea here with this deck is throw your Kangaskhan's out there, let them protect the Dratini, the baby mons in the back, and so that way you tank while you're chipping away at your opponent's health. You can either get an early knockout with Kangaskhan because you get lucky and you hit 60, or you just chip away at 30 while Kangaskhan is absorbing the damage. Just note, if you get the 25%er where you dealing 0, it's okay because Kangaskhan is not our main attacker. We're just building up to hit Dragonite. Now, one of the more popular builds of Dragonite is just kind of running Frostmoth here because it does have a high HP stat, in the sense it's 90, but the cool part about this mon is that it does put opponents to sleep. Now, on your end, it's not a coin toss or a coin toss like the way Hypno is. It is you are putting your opponent to sleep, and that's it. And then they have to coin flip out of it. You can use Misty as your targets for Frostmoth, so while you're getting your energy on the Dratini, the Dragonairs, you don't miss out on the energy chance for Frostmoth to get that online and get that going. This is really nice. I like this. It feels fun. That red card there could be used if that way you can disrupt your opponents, or if you have the basic Articuno, you could throw one of those in there. It's a high HP of 100, and then also another target for your Misty. It has over 1 retreat cost, so you can swap in and out. But all in all, you are just stalling, so that way you are buying time to build up Dragonite's attack. Whether you're using Kangaskhan, whether you're using Frostmoth, whether you're using Articuno, that is a strategy here because your big damage dealer Dragonite just takes some time, but once he's going, it's really hard to survive 1 Draco Meteor, even possibly getting 2 in a game. Ooh, we're gonna stop the video right here to ask you a fun question. Y'all, what's your favorite Pokemon Pocket card? Let me know down below. It can be a basic mon, it could be an EX mon, it could be a trainer, it could be a supporter, whatever it is, let me know. My favorite Pokemon card right now is Blastoise EX, and nothing else comes even close. But let me know in the comments. All right, let's get back into it. Another strong contender for Pokemon Pocket is Alakazam. Alakazam's psychic attack scales as the opponents are putting on energy, and so therefore, you got your 2 energies with Pikachu, and Psychic is able to one-shot that. You have your 2 energies with Mewtwo, in which you're able to deal that high damage with it as well. And so Alakazam's strength against that is awesome. So what you got here with this deck is that you are using Weezing as your front line. This is a Psychic and Dark energy deck because Weezing only requires 1 energy for Dark, and then Alakazam only needs 1 Psychic, and then the rest are colorless energy. You have Weezing on the front end, you're hitting it with the gas leaks, you're chipping away at it, and since this only needs 1 energy, you can now redirect all the energy that you need for your Abras, Kadabras, and Alakazams. Koga is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful trainer for Weezing, as it allows you to soak up damage. You can even be as low as 10 HP, but once you hit that Koga, it comes back to your hand, and Weezing is fully back up to 110 damage or 110 health. That's insane. I think that is like one of the best like supporter Pokemon cards combos that are out there. To see that health go down, to see the Koga go and get the health back up, blows my mind. Another build that you have here is the Greninja Alakazam build, and while Greninja is also a stage 2, this is why we slot in Kangaskhan, who is our tank up front. Again, same strategy, absorb the damage while you're building up your 2 lines in the back. Both of them only require 1 of their color type, so you can run 2 energies here, feeling no problem with that. That Water Shuriken of Greninja is super helpful as you're dealing 20 damage to anywhere. You can then hit them up with the Psychic, and so while you're chipping them at them with Greninja, you're definitely coming in with that powerful Psychic attack from Alakazam. Next we have the Blaine deck, which is like really competing with those meta decks out there in tournaments, which is so sweet to see. Ninetales and Rapidash benefit from Blaine as they get hit with another 30 additional damage to their attack. So Ninetales goes from dealing 90 to 120, which immediately knocks out Pikachu EX, and Rapidash goes from 40 to 70, which deals heavily against any basic mons, usually knocking them out in one go. So a scenario for you here, let's say you're going first, you're going against Mewtwo, right? They have a bad start, they have Ralts in front, we've seen them do that, but then they get to X speed and do all those other fun things. But Ponyta's up there, they go Ralts, they do their thing, you come up, you evolve to Rapidash, you have 1 energy, and then you hit the Blaine, and then that Ralts is now gone. So I love the fact that you can disrupt here. You're using Farfetch here as well as early disruption, dealing 1 energy for 40 damage is great. So y'all, if you got the fires, like, this is it. Fun fact, 2 things that are coming your way for this. Number 1, the Venusaur event. This is going to be a great deck to use against that as you're just trying to farm those tickets. If you haven't seen that or don't know about it, definitely check out the channel because we go way into depth about what to expect for the Venusaur event. And number 2, we have an Arcanine event coming up for Wonder Picks where Vulpix, Ninetales, Rapidash, all of the fire Pokemon are going to be out in a while for the Wonder Picks, so that way you can even build this deck through that for free as well. So another fun deck that we have here is our Outbreaks Weezing deck. This is going all into the dark type deck. Let's say you're dealing with or seeing a lot of Mewtwo's. This is perfect for you. You are leading with Coughing if you're going first, or you're leading with Eggins if you're going second. So that coin toss in the beginning doesn't matter because you have options for both of those. But you're dealing with Weezing in the tank, gas leaking them, poisoning them, and then you're swapping out with Koga to hit them with the Arbok that deals 60, and then trapping them in there with the poison, having to deal with Arbok. But at that point, they're already suffering from the attack that you just did and the poison that they're losing to. So if you're trapping a Mewtwo EX, you are happy to lose Arbok because that is 1 point versus them losing their Mewtwo EX, their setup that they had, and the fact that they're losing 2 points. So this is like the best counter to Mewtwo EX I've seen. I've experienced playing myself, and it definitely feels good to watch my opponent concede when they run up against this deck. With this deck, let's just say you're like, Ben, I'm running into Pikachu's as much as I'm running into Mewtwo's. I don't really want to know what to do. This is perfect because you're actually dealing with both of them. So Mankey, or the new promo Mankey, deals 10 damage to itself, so it automatically puts itself online with Primate dealing 100. Pikachu EX weakness is fighting, so you're not only just dealing 100, you're dealing 120 on top of the 50 that you've already hit it with Mankey. So that clears it. Primate here also just deals a lot to the other mon, so the Electros, the Blitzos, and all those things go down. So now you're saying, hey, I'm running into Mewtwo's. Enter in Golbat, where it is one colorless energy to attack. So you're able to still put the fighting energy on it for 1, and then you're now able to deal 60 damage every single time that you go against it. So this adds in the fighting types for the Pikachu's, the dark type here for the Mewtwo. So if you're playing around with it, you have that. You do have one copy of an EX mon in here, which is Marowak EX, because if you hit 2 heads, you one-shot Mewtwo EX. It's just wonderful. And then so like that's really cool to be able to see that. If Giovanni's in here, so that way, let's say you hit it with a Golbat goes down, then 1 head with the Giovanni will clear out the Mewtwo EX. So there's a lot of maneuvering around here. The beautiful part is that Marowak also is not weak to Psychic, it's weak to Grass. So you definitely have some good pivots for you with this deck against the top decks. And then last but not least, I'm going to throw this one in here. It does have 1 EX mon in here, so you can try to see if you have this in your collection or open up packs to get it. But the Butterfree Executor is a insane combination. One of the best reasons for that is that Executor loves to go first, and so you can set up your wall here. It's 130 HP, the EX is 160, and they're just outliving a lot of things. And so add on Erica, which heals you for 50. Add on the Butterfrees if you get them online, that heals 20 damage for each Butterfree that you have up there. You have a potion just in case you need it as well too. And so you're dealing your damage with Executor, you're healing yourself with Butterfree, and let's say they Sabrina you put your Butterfree in, it has a retreat cost of 1. You bring it right back out, and then you just continue the cycle again. This primarily composes of basic mons, so you're really only losing 1 prize points. So what you could essentially do is build up Executor, let that one go out, and then if that goes down, you can build up a second Executor, or you can put up your Executor EX, or even put up a Butterfree. Because at that point, you're building up energy either way, and the other ones only need 1 to attack, so a guaranteed 60 is nothing to scoff at. Alright y'all, like those are the decks, those are my thoughts. Let me know, what do you have for thoughts down below? I'd love to hear about like what have you been playing with, and just let me know if you like these decks, and give me other video suggestions, ideas for what you'd like to see coming up. I'm loving this game, and I hope that you are too. So until next time y'all, we'll catch y'all. Peace!